Meet the Japanese man who gets paid to do nothing.
What?
Yeah, his name's Shuj Mirimoto.
Merimoto.
How much did he get paid?
Oh, that's like the Japanese prince? He just stands there for ceremonial activities?
No,
like this?
definitely not that. He's a 38-year-old Tokyo resident. He charges $71 in American, so 10,000 yen.
Wow.
Per booking to accompany clients and just hang out with them as a companion.
Dude, I could do that.
Wow. So he talks and stuff.
Does he say anything?
He talks and stuff.
He's a good hang.
Wait, then so he's doing something.
Well, some are arguing that he's not really doing anything at all.
Yeah, he's not providing like a service
But
or
it-
like a skilled labor.
He's a hang.
But Joe, didn't you say in Japan some people are like really lonely?
Yeah.
So this is a good service.
For the market. Depends. Because so there's like a consulting service because there's like this phenomenon that's going on where like people just fucking become hermits and they don't go out, they don't do shit. Their parents can't get them to leave the house. And so now there's this like big sister service where like
Big sister, huh?
they'll come suck their dick,
Whoa.
but they'll it's like they ease them into society, but they have the role of like being a big sister, like, hey, did you eat anything today? Like, you want to hang out?
Reminding them of stuff.
And then they'll just and then they'll come in and it's like non-threatening. Like big brothers can be threatening, but like older sisters like
It's more nurturing.
and it's like, hey, why don't we try going to the park today or whatever, right? And then like they'll start to integrate into society again. So it's like they have a pretty good success rate, but there's services like that trying to help these people that are like,
Yeah, it's like TaskRabbit things for like social.
yeah.
Wow.
I don't know if this is what
the
this
heck?
is.
How did that happen? How did that like phenomenon? What do you think caused that shit?
Japanese people are homebodies, you know?
I watched something, but I forgot it, so I don't want to make up the reasons.
Try it. Just do it. Just make it up.
Okay. So you have unlimited amounts of really fucking quality video games and porn.
It's got to be video games.
So you're jacking off all day,
I think
and you're
you're right.
playing games all day,
You're right. Like the WoW kids.
and you're just like, why the fuck would you go out?
That's true. It's a good
WoW
point.
kids become WoW adults, right? Not exactly wowing women. You know?
And then they have like wild kids, and they're even worse because they're probably just stuck inside of it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. So he's made like 300 G's in the last year, right?
300 G's?
Or in the past 4 years, but he's booked 4,000 sessions so far.
Damn.
You could do like
Dope.
rent a family. You could do like there's a lot of
Yeah.
funny
Rent a friend.
services out there that are kind of trolly, so it's not serious, but then they play along with it because they do like a lot of role playing.
That's
Yeah.
fun though.
Yeah, so it's like you know how like it's like half jokey doing it.
Okay.
So it could be one of those things too.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Well, apparently a quarter of his, so he has a 250,000 followers on Twitter, where that's where he finds most of his clients, right? And roughly a quarter of them are repeat customers, including one, his most booked customer hired him 270 times.
Holy shit.
Dude, imagine they've become best friends on the job. So when he's off the clock, he's like, nah, fucking get away from me. Like, because he's like, it's only a professional thing. Like, we're not really friends.
He doesn't want to fuck with his income.
Yeah, you want to be nice? Give me some money. I'll be nice right now.
Yeah. What if that's what it's like? He just turns it on for like.
I wonder if it's friendship
Yeah.
or if it's did they specify the service or is he obligated to
Companionship.
do it? It's just hanging.
Yeah.
Oh.
His job has taken him to places such as a park with the person who wanted to play on a seesaw. So that's a little weird.
That's weird. They should just fuck, you know? That'd be less weird.
He also, this one got me. This one actually got me last night when I was reading about this. He was hired to stand outside of a train window and wave at a complete stranger as they get taken.
Oh, that's sad. That means that person just wanted to feel like cared for, like
That he'll be missed. He should be missed.
Man, that's crazy.
That's such a simulated.
It's so empty.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Imagine he just like fuck.
Oh, sorry, I misread the Can I hire you to give me a
So I know like a lot of the kids these days, they have their own iPads and stuff, right? So that's like one thing that keeps them inside. And then if you live in like a big city, then you're not really going out to play like in the suburbs, right? So I feel like that combination is a huge one where they barely go outside. So if you have kids that are raised like that, then when they have kids, their kids are even like more hermit, I guess. Because like this type of phenomenon, like I see not just in Japan, but I see it here too.
So it's kind of happening all over the world.
What if it corrects itself like several generations later? Because when they realize, like, wait, what? There's an outside world, and then it's like the Matrix all over again, and they break.
Oh, stupid.
Oh, I remember something now. It has this like failure to launch, like fear of adulting kind of thing. So like it's pretty easy for them to kind of stay home, and then like going out and doing the responsible shit, job, relationships, all those things are like too fucking scary, so they stay home.
Yeah, but I don't blame them though, because like once you learn about how the world is working, it's like, fuck, do I really want to work for the rest of my life when I can just be a streamer?
That's also why one of the reasons of the low birth rate, because they're like, why the fuck would I want to pop out kids and do more shit?
Yeah, so they actually have a point, but it's like,
Is the birth rate also... So the fuck rate is low too?
Extremely low.
Oh, so even just like...
It's low. It says it's low.
Well, not necessarily. So like apparently
Fuck rates are really
it's a
down.
small percentage of dudes having a lot of fucking sex, but then generally the overall, I guess, percentage is like relationships are low too. So like just like monogamous, standard, traditional, like that kind of stuff is not really existent. But
And then-
people are hooking up.
And isn't there a problem, you said, with like people don't want to move to Japan from the outside to live there? Like,
It's hard to. So it's a very homogeneous, like pretty
Yeah.
racist, old school society.
oh, they're gay.
There's a chick who hired him because she had an Indian dress called a sari that she wanted to wear, but she didn't want to embarrass her friends, and so she hired him to just hang out with her while she wore the sari so she could wear it out in public.
Wow, that's very complex.
Isn't that wild?
But it's pretty cool, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
do you think it comes from
I like how
suppression?
engaged he is with what's going on.
He's like, I don't care.
Dude, he's milking this.
Yeah, he's pretty tight.
Do you think it's because it's a very suppressive like culture? Like you're not supposed to do this.
Well, I know they don't have any shame in having compartmentalized services. That's one. And then like another thing is they're not as open as we are with friends and family as far as like having these conversations. Everything is a script, or like everything is like, what do you call them?
Pre-rehearsed.
No, it's like the mores, or no, it's called when you have like the way you conduct yourself with each interaction. So like we have these when we walk up to a cashier, right? And then we bring like products, right? They go, "How was your day today?" There's like those.
It's etiquette.
Right. So traditionally,
Pleasantries.
there's that depending on who you address.
Okay.
And then so you're never like comfortable in the sense of what's allowed here. So out here, it's more like there's true freedom in how you have friendships, how you speak from your heart, all that stuff. What I know of it is like the younger generation is getting a little bit better, but traditionally they never say what they feel because it's shunned. And it's just a different world where like people don't even know themselves because they were never allowed to be themselves.
So it'd be weird if you like went up to a cashier and you're like, "Hey, what the fuck's really going on, man?"
Yeah. You could be real with me, dude.
They're like, shh, no.
At least from my insider perspective, and this is just like my view of the culture, just from like growing up in it and everything, right? Is like the way I see it is you have a lot of geniuses creating systems of culture, like of the infrastructure, the building, way things should be, and then you have a really disciplined idiot group that will just follow without thinking. So then they appear smart because everything is orderly.
Right.
But what it really
Like
is
company men.
they're just obedient.
Yeah.
So then everything's on time, everything works, but they can't really think outside of those
Right.
parameters. So when you go out there and you try to like customize your meal, you try to do all this shit, like they'll just malfunction and be like, "I don't know how to do that." They only know how to follow a system that some genius created.
Yeah.
So then when you have a society like that, you're taught how to conduct yourself in these interactions with other human beings. This is how you address friendships. This is how you address whatever. So then when it diverts from that and you're like, oh fuck, I don't know if my friends would accept this, so I'll do it this way. So it kind of makes sense in that structure, because they're not used to just being like, hey, you want to fucking do this real quick? So, and this is generally speaking, right? There are people that divert out of that, but like, yeah.
Do you think that the birth rate problem is a backfired effect of the rigidness of society?
Hell yeah, dude. It's like everyone gets the shit in at the bargain. So like, if you come from an older generation who just follows, right? The new generation is smarter, so they're more global. They're like fucking connected to the internet, and it's kind of the same way here, right? Where we're like saying, man, fuck that. I'm not gonna work for like a company and give my like. I want a better work-life balance or whatever. For them, it's like it's worse in Japan because you have people overworking and dying, right?
Yeah.
There's that phenomenon happening there. They see like once, especially for women, so like once they become married, they're still expected to do the traditional gender role stuff of like running the household and whatever. But it's a modern capitalist society where both people work. So the women are still expected to raise the children, clean the house, do all that. The guys don't have to do it. So the women are like, why the fuck?
So they're double duty.
I'm gonna still work while I have to do this shit. And then the guys are like, well, once I become a father.
So the life goal of being that is so unattractive.
Because the expected roles of parenthood is like, now you become a father and all of your life is dedicated to your children. You don't have a personal life anymore. And then the guys are like, I'd rather be a kid and fucking play video games. So what's the point of integrating into society? It's just more work.
That makes sense.
And then there's no hope for advancement in life. So
Yeah,
like,
but that's fucking lame.
it is. It's like slavery, right? So like, but before people were ignorant. So you had an obedient group of people that'll just fall in line. But now they're like seeing like people making it on YouTube and all these other things. So they're just like, but it's not as free and entrepreneurial as out here. So I think that's
Still frowned upon.
probably why they're like, fuck that. I'm going to opt out of this society.
Dude, they just need to not give a fuck. I think it's slowly getting there, though. The younger generation is just gonna be like, I don't care anymore. They're just gonna be more casual, and it's gonna end up probably like here, you know, like where people.
I think the I don't care is them just staying home all day and not working and doing shit.
It's like anti-society.
But it'll spread, you know, as like
Like the
next
tentacle porn
generation,
stuff,
and then,
yeah.
yeah.
No. Bobby 100 says it's over for us.
But how does this all relate to Anthony?